What is going on YouTube? Lamont on the run, and today we're going to Albertsons, one of the stores that I do come into from time to time. Don't really like this store. I'm just coming in here for content. Anyways, has anybody heard of the police shooting that occurred earlier this summer involving this little tyke right here? 10-year-old Adarian Murray. Adarian Murray. A 10-year-old kid got shot by a police officer. Allow me to explain. So back in May of 2023, I guess there was some kind of altercation between Adarian's mom and her boyfriend at their home in Indianola, Mississippi. So the mother, Nikayla Murray, calls 911 and says, hey, this guy, he's going crazy. Come get this guy, right? Come get this guy. So one of the officers that arrives to the scene is Officer Greg Capers, right? So he comes into the scene and he instructs everybody, because he has his gun drawn, right? Because domestic violence situations, this is where most police officers get shot and killed, right? So he has his gun drawn. So he's just like this, boom, boom, or maybe slower like this, boom, boom, you know what I mean? So he goes into the house and he orders everybody to come out with their hands up because he doesn't know who's who or what's what. So Adarian comes out with his hands up, and apparently his hands weren't high enough because Greg Capers shot him in the chest. Blow! Right? Now this kid almost died. The bullet collapsed his lung, lacerated his liver, and fractured his ribs. Well, we have good news. Well, I got several points of good news. Adarian is going to make a full recovery. He's still probably going through some things right now, but he'll make it out okay. And good news for the cop, because he's back on the beat. He didn't lose his job. Okay, so the police officer, he didn't lose his job. Not only did he not lose his job, he's back on the force. Okay, he's back on the force. So if you're in Indianola, Mississippi, and you're driving down the street, if Greg Capers pulls you over, you better be on your best behavior, because he's probably going to have his gun drawn. Good old Capers right there. Well, the family is suing the Indianola Police Department. They're suing the city. They're suing the state. They're suing everybody. They want $5 million in damages. Now, are they going to get $5 million? No, but they're going to get half of that. That little tyke deserves $2.5 million. If I had the $2.5 million, I'd give it to him myself. I would give it to him myself. Do you see why I don't like this store? Because it's like really super drab and it's depressing. Their lighting's depressing. It's just really drab and boring, and their prices are not that cheap. Let's get out of here. This place is depressing me. Anyways, he definitely deserves $2.5 million. He seems like a nice kid. He's 10 years old. I mean, how many 10-year-olds come across as like, hey, MFR? No, he seems like a nice kid. So I wish him all the best. Hopefully he gets his $2.5 million. I'm guessing he's going to get about 2.5. 1.5, 2 million. Give him the 2.5 million. Put it in a trust fund. That way when he turns 18, he's, or preferably when he turns 25. When he turns 25, he can make some money. You know what I mean? Have a future. He could buy a house, buy a car, go to school, do whatever it is that he wants to do. Yeah, if I were in charge of that, like a state, or if I was in charge of that, I'd give him $2.5 million and let him be able to collect some kind of dividend payments when he turns 18, but the money doesn't fully get released to him until he's, let's do 29 years of age, right? Let's do 29. Okay, when he starts 18, let the money build interest, put it in a whatever stocks, bonds, whatever dividends, whatever crap. And then when he turns 29, he gets control of the money. That way when he turns 18, let him draw about $5,000 a month off of it. That way, you know, if he gets $5,000 a month, he can go to school. You know what I mean? That's how I would do it. So I wish that kid all the best. And Greg Capers, listen, I don't think anybody, I know the mother and the attorney, they're thinking he should get fired and all that. Listen, guys, let me explain why Greg Capers should not be fired. And the explanation is right there in front of you. You see right in the middle of your screen right there, that's a little memorial. That was made for a police officer that was shot and killed here a couple years ago by the name of Richard Houston. He was a 21-year veteran of the Mesquite, Texas Police Department. And he came to this location because there was an altercation between two people, a wife and a husband, who the wife had caught the husband with the mistress, and they were having a drag-out fight right here. And as Officer Houston came in his patrol car, the guy pulled out his gun and shot and killed the police officer. Another domestic violence situation, another cop loses his life. This is the reason why Greg Capers had his gun drawn, unfortunately accidentally shot the kid. I'm sure he feels bad. I'm sure he's glad the kid is okay. And I'm pretty sure that eventually he'll make a in-person apology to that kid. And that kid, hopefully the parents don't, instill any kind of fear with the police and that kid. Because right now, that kid seems like a nice young kid. Don't turn him into some, police hating weirdo. Hopefully not. So rest in peace to Officer Houston. All right, guys, I am out of here. I will see you on the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.